Management Chairperson, the Visionary Governor of Patrick Alinti Azanza, sa ating masipag at mas pogi na SKPF President, di ba? Si High Coordinator this year, Honorable Roy T. Buendia, sa ating LGA Provincial Director, kay PD Uderico S. Razal Jr., represented by another handsome-looking individual, Mr. William P. Aldea. Okay? Palakpakan naman natin sila. And sa presidente po ng Catanduanes Association of Youth Development Officers or CAIDO, kay Sir J.J. Tabirao. Sir J. Sa ating keynote speaker, sa napakagandang acting provincial board member natin, kay Honorable Teacher Joy Tamayo. Sa ating event organizers, camp managers, facilitators, at higit sa lahat sa ating mga youth leadership campers. Again, isang mapagpala at makakabataang araw po sa ating lahat. Okay. So, busog na ba tayo? Kumakain pa? Okay, so this time, let me share with you some facts. Sabi sa isang research, makinig po ha, malaking porsyento raw ng mga kabataang Pinoy ang nakakaranas ng anxiety kapag nasa isang grupo o nasa social situations. No. Because today's young people live in a highly image-conscious environment. Kaya naman daw, lagi silang nag-aalala dahil natatakot sila, number one, magkamali o mapuna. Especially in front of their special someone. Teenage years na kasi, di ba? The question is, ganito din ba kayo? Are you the same? Tama ba yung sinasabi dito sa research? Dahil, o no doubt, meron yes. Dahil, takot kayo, or sila, sa posibleng iisipin ng iba. Laging nag-aalala dahil ayaw ma-judge ng tao. Lalo na ni Cash. Tama ba? Tama. Sa mga sumagot ng oo, sino sumagot ng oo? Si Sam. So, ganyan sino sumagot ng oo? Si Sam? Oo. Ayun, alam ko nahihiya pa tayo.
Ito.
09
30
194
194
6957.
6957.
Okay lang to be yourself. Okay lang kahit corny yung jokes mo. Okay? Maraming ano dyan eh, maraming na-express dyan eh. Kapag hindi mo mabali yung mga jokes nila, di ba? By the way, since we are talking about anxiety, at nasabi ko na din yung joke, meron akong joke. Okay? Tingnan natin ako talaga. Mapatalino to ha. Sabalan na natin yung makikita-tawa ha.
Ready na.
Anong number, since anxiety at takot yung pinag-uusapan natin, anong number ang laging nag-aalala ang natatakot?
Ano ba?
I'm asking you. Answer, meron ba? Give me a number. 5? Bakit 5? Laging natatakot ha? O yung mga ano natin, naka-ready na kayong tumawa dyan. Ano yung number na laging natatakot? Since we're talking about anxiety and fears, ang number na laging natatakot ay number 1. Bakit number 1? Number 1, kasi laging bumakbo ang bibig niya ay oh no. Okay, very nice. Ngayon, meron na kayo oh no. So, pero sa puso naman, minsan talaga, we worry because we care. Nag-aalala tayo kung tama ba ang ginagawa natin. kung sapat ba tayo, kung may lugar ba tayo sa isang grupo, katulad nito. Pero ngayong nasa harap tayo ng isang bagong environment, gusto namin ipaalala sa inyo na hindi kayo nandito para maging perfect. At sabihin daw, nandito kayo para matuto, makibahagi, magkamali at higit sa lahat, para matuklasan kung ano ang kaya ninyong gawin bilang kabataan. You are here because this camp shows you. Hindi lahat nabibigyan ng privilege. Merong 5 taon lang umiiyak sa amin kasi hindi napipili. Okay? And this camp has chosen you para matuklasan kung bakit kayo special. Para lalo natin maunawaan why you are here, let us revisit the camp's history. Nasabi na ito ni Sir Niels kanina, no? CBOL has its origin in the Bicol Youth Leadership Camp, which was initiated by the Department of the Interior and Local Government, Regional Office 5 in the early 2020s. The primary objectives of the program, magbigay ng plataforma para sa pagsasanay at edukasyon na may layuning linangin ang potensyal ng mga kabataan bilang aktibong katuwang ng local government. And I'm delighted to share with you, no, hindi tayo nagsisinungaling dito, that one of the camp's most remarkable success story is here with us today. Nasa harapan natin. Serving again as one of the camp managers this year, walang iba, nandito si Sir John Joseph Tabirao ng batch Kaararag Agayon. Sila yung first batch. He has been serving as a key officer of the camp management team for the past 4 years. Mula sa pagiging camper, ano sabi mo nun, sir? Sinisipon-sipon ka pa that time, di ba? Mula sa pagiging camper, naging po siyang SK Municipal Federation President ng San Miguel. Ex-officio, di ba? Sangguniang bayan members. At ngayon, naglilingkod na bilang Municipal Government Department Head, nag-iisa sa Catanduanes ng San Miguel sa Youth Development Office. Palakpakan naman natin si CJ. I-smile lang yan, pero malupit yan. Kasabay rin ni Sir JJ ang ilan sa mga pinakabatang servant leaders ng probinsya. Produkto din po sila ng CYLC. Si Batang Municipal Councilor Renz Tanael at si San Andres Municipal Councilor Joel Coquin. Sila po ay product ng CYLC. From mere campers just like you, they are now considered as champions of youth-led governance in their respective towns. Kaya hindi po malayo na ganun din ang tatahakin ninyong landas. And of course, the icing on top of the halo-halo, hindi pa huli ang ating acting Vice Governor, Honorable Fred Benedict Tianan, produkto din po no, si BG Fred, who happens to be one of the ultimate standouts of CYLC batch Sulong Sirap. And I'm also excited sa batch naming, the reveal. So di ba dati kinakabahan din tayo for siya na may cold feet dahil medyo mahiyain. Yun ang sabi ni Fred, no? Pero ngayon, mula sa pagiging isang kabataan minsan nahihiyang humarap sa marami, he has grown into a leader who now stands along the governor and other local leaders in steering Catanduanes toward a more progressive, empowered, and yet youth-responsive future. Alam niyo po, napakaswerte natin because this time, under the guidance and leadership of our esteemed Governor, Dr. Patrick Alina Sansa, this CYLC has elevated to greater heights and more importantly, rediscovered its true purpose. And what is that? To awaken the leadership potential of young Catanduanos and inspire them to become active partners in shaping the future of our island. Kaya naman, nakakatuwa din po na ilan sa mga produkto natin last year ng batch Layang Banwa, nandito na agad ngayon as part of the management team. Nagsisilbi ng buong puso to make this camp memorable and meaningful for you. Kaway-kaway dyan yung mga bagong batches natin. Layang Banwa, okay? Nandito na sila. Kakagraduate pa lang, naglilingkod na. CBOL will not simply hold you how to lead, it will challenge you to discover why you should lead and who you are willing to serve. And it also aligns with the PLGU's agenda, and that is to cultivate inclusive growth, nurture emerging leaders, and empower the youth as genuine partners in community and development. Sabi nga po nila, just as the word SIBOL means to sprout, di ba po? Or to grow, the camp embodies the provincial government's vision of a Catanduanes where young leaders, sabi nga ni Gov, take root, flourish, and contribute meaningfully to the progress of our island province. Through SIBOL CYLC, we affirm that leadership is not merely taught, but watered with discipline, kailangan ng values, sunlighted by values, and strengthened by shared experiences of service and resilience. So sa 3 araw na leadership camp, nakaakla ang mga gawain ninyo sa isang misyon, and that is hasain ang mga kalahok sa pamamagitan ng pagpukaw sa kani-kanilang kamalayan. Pagpapaibayo ng pag-ibig sa bayan at pagpapaigting ng kagustuhang makibahagi sa pamamahala ng bansa. Okay. So you're going to be part of nation building. You are one of the building blocks. Kayong nandito ngayon. Tinitingnan ko kayo sa mata and you will be one of the building blocks of our nation. Kaya naman po sa ating CYLC 2026 campers, make the most of this camp, be inspired, and do whatever it takes to make a difference. Kahit gaano kasakit, kahirap o kabigat, make a difference. But, okay lang kabahan, okay lang magkamali. Basta wag nating hayaan ang takot na nararamdaman natin, yung pipigil sa atin na magsalita, makilahok at gumawa ng pagbabago. For a true leader is not the one who never feels fear or anxiety. Hindi po. But the one who chooses to move forward despite them. Kasi hindi po mawawala ang takot. Laging nandyan yan. Hindi po ba? Masyado tayong seryoso. Bago ko magpa-spelling pa isa pa. Since takot yung pinag-uusapan natin, no? Another two. Last na to, Since number din, no? Bakit laging natatakot si 6 kay 7?
6,
8, 9.
6, 7. Bakit laging natatakot?
7, 8, 9.
Very good kasi 7, 8, 9. Walang tumawa. Kasi 7, 8, 9. Okay. Palakpakan po natin yung mga nakakuha ng joke. Okay. Muli, mabuhay ang kabataang Catanduanon. Mabuhay ang SIBOL CYLC 2026!
Thank you, Mr. Dave S. Tolentino, for equipping our campers with the essential details of the event and setting clear expectations. Your insights will undoubtedly empower them to lead with greater confidence, clarity, and impact.
And also, as we revisit this year's theme for SIBOL CYLC, different contexts, common aspiration, we are reminded that while each of us comes from different backgrounds, experiences, and communities, we are united by a shared desire to create a better future. As youth leaders, our different contexts shape the way we see the world, the challenges we recognize, and the solutions we envision. Yet, beyond these differences lies a common aspiration to make a meaningful difference in our communities and to become leaders who empowers, engage, and create lasting change.
To help us reflect on this shared journey, we are honored to hear from a leader whose experiences and insights can inspire us to see how our different perspectives can come together toward a common purpose. Joining us today is an educator, community leader, advocate, and public servant with more than 2 decades of experience in education, grassroots development, and community empowerment. She began her professional journey as a public school teacher and later served as a master teacher in the Department of Education Manila, where she led instructional improvement initiatives, mentored teachers, facilitated professional development programs, and advocated for learner-centered education, literacy, and critical thinking. Beyond the classroom, she has dedicated herself to community development. She is the executive Director of EBAC Foundation, where she leads initiatives in education, women's empowerment, livelihood, skills development, and community engagement. She is also the founder of Wanna Rise, a women-led grassroots initiative that creates opportunities for women in rural communities through empowerment, skills development, and livelihood programs. Her commitment to education and community development has also brought her into public service. She currently serves as an acting member of the Sangguniang Panlalawigan, where she contributes to policy discussions and legislative work, particularly in areas connected to education, justice, community development, and public service. She holds a Bachelor of Elementary Education degree from the Tanduana State University and has completed 30 graduate units in administration and supervision at the National Teachers College. Throughout her journey, she has remained committed to one purpose: using education and leadership to create opportunities, empower people, and strengthen communities. For her, leadership is not defined by position, but by the lives one helps improve and the people one inspires to rise. To deliver the keynote message, let us all give a warm welcome to Honorable Joyce Tamayo.
Thank you so much. Hello, Seabolts. Good morning. Good morning. Hindi ko alam yun. Okay. So, let's do a quick vibe check.
Alternate.
Lahat tayo ngayon gusto maging main character. Tama? We edit our photos with the best aesthetics. We curate our Instagram feeds. And when we enter a room or step into leadership, naturally, we want to look good. Right? Gusto natin tayo yung nakatayo sa spot. Hawak ang mic at tinitingnan ng lahat. Tama ba? Nakaka-relate? Pero, ito ang malaking plot twist. Sa totoong buhay, if your leadership is all about your aesthetic, you're not a leader. You're just an influencer with a title. So, to our visionary provincial governor na kaalis lang, Governor Patrick Alain Azanza, Acting PBM, Roy Bandia, the representative from the DILG, Sir William Aldea, to our dynamic civil organizers headed by Mr. Dave Tolentino, Sir JJ, to all the facilitators, and of course, to all the youth leaders from every corners of Catanduanes. Marhay na aldaw sa gabos. Marhay na aldaw. Sabi nga kanina ni Sir, dumating tayo sa Sibol na magkakaiba ang background. Yan ang iba-iba nating context. Galing tayo sa iba-ibang background. But let's cap the cap today. I am not here to give you another boring lecture. I am here to help you upgrade your mindset. May kwento ako sa inyo. Nung nagtuturo pa ako sa DepEd Manila, sa loob ng 23 years bilang teachers, bago ko itinatag ang Wanna Rise at naglingkod sa GIBAC Foundation, marami na akong nakasalamuhang kabataan. Sa private school, nagturo ako ng 4th year, 3rd year, 2nd year, 1st year. Hanggang sa napunta ako sa elementary ng public school. Ang realization ko sa panahon ng mahabang pagtuturo, hindi lahat ng tao may luxury na mag-isip tungkol sa aesthetics. May isa akong estudyante noon na halos 2 buwang hindi nagsasalita sa klase. Laging nakayuko, puyat, laging bagsak sa quizzes, at syempre, madali nating i-judge base doon sa sitwasyon. Pwedeng sabihin natin, unmotivated ang bata nito. Red flag na bumagsak, tamad, o walang pangarap. Pero isang araw, pinabuksan ko sa kanya ang kanyang bag. Nakita ko ang totoong laman ng bag niya. 2 kandila, isang supot ng asin, at tuyong kanin. Gabi-gabi pala siyang gumigising ng 3:00 ng madaling araw para magtinda sa palengke. Para lang may makain ang kanyang mga kapatid matapos nila maulila sa kanilang ina. While everyone else was worrying about their social media engagement, this 14-year-old student was worrying about survival. And that moment, I realized a truth that changed me forever. Possessions gives you authority, but proximity gives you perspective. You can't mentor someone if you refuse to understand the mud on their shoes. To every young leader here, nandito ngayon sa e-crown, na nanggagaling sa hirap, sa kawalan, sa quiet battles na walang nakakaalam. Never apologize for your struggles. Your trauma, your hustle, are not your red flags. They are your superpower. Look at Catanduanes right now. Under the progressive administration of Governor Patrick Alain Azanza, our province is shifting gears, right? Binabaklas natin ang mga lumang kaisipan at binubuksan ang mga pintuan para sa mas mabilis, mas tapat at mas makabagong pamamahala. Pero ito ang tanong ko sa inyo. Are you going to step up? Or are you going to ghost your responsibility? Dito, pumapasok ang totoong ibig sabihin ng sibol na maliwanag na ipinaliwanag sa atin ng ating governor. Sa ating wika, ang sibol ay hindi lang basta pagtubo ng halaman. Sa tunay na buhay, ang sibol o ang pagsibol ng binhi ay isang violent, uncomfortable act of survival. Hindi siya madali. Kinakailangang mawasak muna ang balat ng binhi sa ilalim ng madilim na lupa bago ito lumabas. Gayon din ang buhay ng marami dito sa Catanduanes. Ilang beses na ba tayong binagyo? Natabunan ng pagsubok, pinaliligiran ng dilim. Pero ito ang katotohanan. You're not buried in the dark to be destroyed. You are buried in the dark because you are the seed. A seed never sprouts for its own survival. It breaks through the dark soil to reach the light. Sinabi sa atin kanina ng governor. So that one day, it can grow into a tree that offers shade, shelter, and fruit to an entire ecosystem. Iyan ang sibol. Your leadership is not about making a name for yourself. It is about becoming a shelter for your people. So if you want to actually make an impact after this camp, cancel the fake energy and bring these three rules, with you. First, choose purpose over cloud. In a generation natin ngayon, which is so obsessed with applause, choose to be the engine, not the ornament. Do the unglamorous work. Gawin ang trabaho kahit walang camera, kahit walang hashtags, kahit walang nag-click ng like. Alam nyo, when I was a teacher, ang tagal kong na-promote. Kasi ang nasa ko, okay lang na nagko-crawl ako. Basta ang journey ko, alam ko ang nilalakad ko. Yun pala yung tunay na pagsibol. Hindi ako nagmadali, hindi ako gumawa ng mga nakakasikat o popular words. Lagi akong nasa backstage. Pero yun ang nagpalakas at nagpatubo sa akin bilang isang tao. Naging strong si Teacher Joy because of that.